What's going on, everybody? So my wife and I decided to rent this. It's a 2018 Mustang Ecoboost convertible. It is automatic. It has the detuned version of the Ford Focus RS engine. It is 2.3 liter, 4-cylinder turbo, and it has the 10-speed automatic. So I'm just gonna do a little bit of walk around here. Nice car. I don't like these wheels too much. Some of the other Mustang models have more attractive wheels. I love the tail end. It's got those sequential turn signal lights. So overall, the front seats are super comfortable. We drove from Hamilton to Toronto, which is about 60 kilometers, so about 40 miles. Drove around everywhere and took the city home, and it was honestly super comfortable. Our backs didn't hurt. I do drive a Miata. I have a 2000 Miata that's been lowered and a lot of suspension work and whatnot, sports tires, and that car's good for about an hour of driving, and that's about it. And then your back hurts. Really fun car. Handles great, the Miata, but this is better suited for highway drives and whatnot. So a little bit about the performance. This car is I'm not sure if it's got the track pack. I almost want to say it does, because it's got the lip kit and it's got the digital dash, which majority of them do not. As you see, the dash is really impressive. So my driving impressions of this vehicle. First I'll show you the interior. Really nice leather or pleather seats. The 10-speed, if it's in normal mode, it is actually it drives like every other vehicle, but as soon as you put the vehicle into like sports mode, so for example right here, let me get the light here, down here you have the modes. Okay, so you got, let's see, I'll show you guys on. I was doing some acceleration runs. The best 0 to 60 run was actually 6.68 seconds. That's with the drag racing mode on. Shifter and sport. The best time I got with paddles was 6.7. And you can't shift on redline in this car because you lose too much time. You got to shift right before 6,000. Turbo engines have most of their torque at lower RPMs, so you're trying to use up that power band, right? Now let me clear this stuff and I'll show you guys the okay, so over here you got the gauges, and this whole screen is like a LCD. It's like a tablet, almost like a wide narrow tablet. So over here with your mode buttons, so right now it's regular mode, as you see, normal on the left side right there, and then you got Sport Plus. The gauges change. Really cool. And then you got track mode. The shifts on track mode and drag racing mode are a lot more abrupt, and I would highly recommend not driving in track or drag mode, or even Sport Plus mode. The shifts are very abrupt, and it does not make for a smooth ride. So if you're just cruising with your wife like I was, then I would just leave it in normal mode, or Sport Plus if you're on the highway or something. There's also snow mode here and stuff, but it's really cool. You click the Mustang button on the steering wheel. Oh, let me zoom out a little bit. There's a Mustang button right here on the steering wheel. Once you click that, then you got my track apps. So you got brake performance. You could test your braking, acceleration timer. So this is being filmed in Canada right now, so everything's in kilometers. So here you can got quarter mile time. So let's see, view results. So here's your 0 to 60 times that I got. 6.6 was the best, 7.1 was the worst. We actually did a 0 to 100, I think that was yesterday. We got like a 7.6. That was what my wife in the car. But I don't know if it's because it's a convertible or because the air filter is clogged. Again, this is a rental car, Actually inspected the air filter element, and it's actually pretty damn dirty. It needs to be replaced. So that on top of I'm not sure what sort of gas previous people put in it. I mean, gas is about 30 cents cheaper per liter if you just put regular in it, and I assume the majority of renters, when they're bringing the car back, aren't going to want to pay that extra 30 cents a liter. So the mediocre performance can be attributed to most likely that, and if you factor in the dirty air filter also. But let's see, let's clear the results. There we go. I'll go back. So you got line lock also, which is available. It's grayed out on this car. I don't know if it wasn't available on this car or what, but line lock, I think it's for drag racing or burnouts, but that's interesting. But if you go back, you go to gauges, show gauges. Now you can, all the gauges in the middle, like we got boost pressure here. I got cylinder head temperature, I think, and we also have air inlet temperature. You can change all those around. You guys know, all the guys who modified cars, they have the gauges here on the pillars. Well, with this car, you don't need any of that crap. It's got the ambient lighting and the cup holders on the door handles. It's really nice. All these colors are changeable, which is really, really interesting. I think all the cars should have this. Overall, the driving experience, very comfortable. Handling is okay. I mean, coming from a lowered Miata with a track setup, alignment, and coilovers and sports tires. These tires are, I believe, Pirelli sports tires, but I don't know. The car is pretty heavy, and the suspension is actually pretty soft. But all the gauges, you can change the colors. Over here, another button is steering wheel feel. Normal, you have sport, and comfort. Honestly, I couldn't feel anything when I changed these. You got your traction control, and you also have your four-ways. So overall, honestly, as a two-person cruiser, it's a great car. And one other thing is, there's a problem that I encountered with the top mechanism. So here, I'm gonna close the roof right now. As you see, the roof is closing. Let's turn on the lights here so we can see better. Okay, so I'm gonna close the roof like you would if you're parking the car. You pull this down, and you rotate it, and you fold that up. Now, before I lose the car keys, give me 1 second here. I don't want to have the car keys in the car if I'm gonna exit the vehicle. So I'm gonna do up the windows now. So this is the driver's side windows, and you're left with the triangular windows. So there's a button right here that does both sides. Now here's the issue I was having. You actually have this gap here. Now I don't know if this is a defect with this car or if it's commonplace with this generation of Mustangs, but here, I'll show you why this is kind of shitty. Now I can see inside the car here. Now if I push this, it will close. Now same thing with the other side. As you see, I can see the interior, and I can push these close. Like, you shouldn't be able to do that, so I don't really know. I mean, the car only has 51,000 kilometers on it. That roughly translates to 30,000 miles. But it's got the cloth top, which is nice. Oh, I'm losing my sharpness here. Sorry, guys. Yeah, cloth top with, I believe, a glass rear window. Honestly, it's a great car. If you live in like a warmer climate and stuff, I don't think it would really drive too nice if it was winter driven here. Like in Canada, we get a lot of snow. But overall, my wife and I, we really enjoyed this car. It was a really nice experience to be able to rent this car. Yeah, there's a little bit of an overview of the car. Again, these quarter windows are really shitty design. I don't know, man. Maybe it's just this car, maybe it's all Mustangs of this generation. But yeah, but the majority of the Mustangs that you get, you also got the light up Mustang logo there. Oh yeah, another cool thing, you got the prancing horse. Well, prancing horse, that's Ferrari. You got the Mustang logo on the doors whenever you open the door. You got, let's see, your air conditioning obviously, but you got cooled seats, heated seats. I believe there's a heated steering wheel setting in the climate settings. Bunch of apps that you can download, and you have the navigation with this vehicle. But the majority of the cars, EcoBoost Mustangs, whether it's a coupe or convertible, just have plain Jane old gauges. You got the, you know, plastic surrounds and just a little bit of an information center here. But honestly, this cluster is one of the best I've seen. It's really, really impressive. And my wife and I drive a 2012 Lexus RX 350, and this thing just blows it out of the water when it comes for technology. I don't believe this vehicle has the upgraded stereo system. I'm not sure if they still offer the monsoon sound system in these vehicles, but it does all right. No real complaints. Could use a little bit more bass, but yeah. And then you got the top operation, windows go down automatically. And that's it, folks. Well, hope you guys enjoyed the video. A little bit of an overview, and yeah, happy motoring.